Hi guys, welcome to the new video of this Linux tutorial series. In the last video we discussed the user management and we discussed something about the ID command, but this video is totally dedicated to the ID command. This is very important command. Why I am saying this is because when you know all the concept like the groups and the concept of multiple users in one group, or if you understand the UID that I given you the term that every user is assigned with a unique ID, that is not a user ID. So, and every user is assigned with a unique ID, group ID. It is a group ID, GID. Now, what is the meaning of GID, UID, group ID? Everything like UID is very simple. Like it's for just the identification. If you want to identify something or someone in the group of peoples, then the UID is very useful. Let's say 0 UID. I know this is for root. So root is identified by UID 0. Let's say there is another user Shri 2 that is identified by 1010 as ID. And what is the group ID? So when I discuss the group management in the next maybe upcoming 2 or 3rd video from this video, so group management, I will tell you what is the GID and everything over the groups. But as of now, you can think of like multiple groups are created in an operating system, and the users are part of that operating that group. So that group have some unique number that is known as GID. But what does exactly means? Where this number coming from? Everything will be discussed in the coming videos. And one more thing I want to tell you here is the one user can do DevOps tasks also and cloud task also. So let's say two groups are created. One is the DevOps user maybe, or like cloud user. Name can be anything. We can create a group by our name also. And there are some predefined groups. What are the difference? That will again tell share with you in the next video. But as of now, you can think like user Shri maybe the part of DevOps also and the cloud also. So this is possible. I just want to tell that one user can a part of multiple groups. Second thing I want to tell you is the root is known as a super user. So what is the criteria of being a super user is first the UID and second is the group. So root is again a part of some group and root have again some UID. So if you make everything, let's say another user Shri, so every criteria or every specification if you change of this user Shri just equals to the root as a user, then Shri will again become a super user. How you can do that? Once you understand all the concept, we can see. But now let's focus on the ID command. So the syntax of ID command is very simple. ID options and then the username. Okay, this is a very simple syntax of ID command. If you don't pass any username, it will take the by default username that is logged in. See, and it is giving you many details. Yeah. And if you want to check the options, as you all know, ID, we can use the flag -l for option. Let's say I want to discuss few of the things from you here. Okay. Let's say you want to see the details about a user called the Shri or maybe DevOps user we have in the system. Okay. Now if I only want to see the user ID, then the option is -u. Let me show you on the paint also. So -u is the option to only see the UID of user. -g is the option to see GID, yani group ID of user. So if I do, see, this is a group ID of user. Okay, and as I told you, the one user can be part of multiple groups. So I created one group in the background that is by name DevOps group, something like that, and I added few user. If I show you, see, now if you see the difference in this group of this user, we are getting one as a group only, but here we are getting two groups. So if I do ID -u of this user, it will give me a UID. If I do G as an option, it will give me the GID. That is a like once the user is created, let me tell you, first time the user is created, it is simultaneously at the same time it will assign to a group, and that group 99.9% time that group have a same name, whatever the name of user. Okay, so if you see here, the name of a group is again a new user and the username is also new user. So what small hyphen g will give you is whatever the first group user is assigned to just after the creation. But if you do capital G, it will give all the group IDs or the all the ID of all the groups where the user is present. So let's say the user is present in two groups, as you can see in this command also. So it given us an ID of both the groups. But if you want to check a name of the groups the user is part of, sorry, then the option is N with capital G you can use. So it given a name of groups that this user and user are part of. And if I change the username here, see, if I give DevOps as user, so as you all know, it's a pass of one group only. So it's given a one name only. So that is the use of ID command and the options of ID command. So that's all about this video. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel, and if you have any doubts, you can post your doubts on comment box, or you can reach out to me LinkedIn also. Thank you.